Okay, 2136, good luck. So we've not played before, no head-to-head score. Opponent 2400 games are rapid, very good, so it's double what we've done. Okay, doesn't need any thinking time apparently. Oh, that was a big... Okay, have we got a suspicious opponent here? That clock reset a long way, didn't it? There could be something wrong here, there could be. We'll play a few more moves, we might bail out of this game. We might do. Let's play a few more moves for now. Trying to keep an eye on the clock there. Let's develop the bishop. There's always this potential problem. He takes... I see the clock was alright there. It looked like he moved instantly, so... Reserve judgment for now, but it looks suspicious a little bit as well. He's not using any thinking time whatsoever, is he? None whatsoever. Shall we just bail out of this game? Let's just bail out of this one, I think. We're not going to play this game. No point. No point playing this one. It's a shame you get games like this now and again. Just get them out of the way and get moved on. Okay, goes back. Let's just set up the diagonal anyway. Just pawn down is going to be all good for black. I'm just suspicious because of the way the game started, that clock jumping around. Hopefully I'm wrong, hopefully I'm wrong. It is a 3-year-old account, actually, and maybe I'll play the game. 3-year-old account, 20,000 games. The knight down is a move. You can go here, we can grab a pawn. But then we can't actually come back. So here, here, take, say you step up, the knight's then actually stuck. Now we definitely can't take here. We could do this before he pushes. Let's go here just because this is going to come anyway, isn't it? Oh, he's pushed forward. I didn't expect that. So he's covering this move. Okay, let's give our king a square. Okay, he's launched forward, so takes isn't quite a move. Let's move our queen and maybe double the rook, something like this. He's played king up, so... Actually, I'm going to double the rooks here because otherwise the knight can come in and attack us. Yeah, I think now the game's underway. I think my opponent's hopefully alright, so I'll play a bit more of this game. Let's double the rooks up and put pressure on here. Here, I'll probably take. We're just going to try and win a pawn if we can. Yeah, why does the clock jump like that? Say my opponent's making opening pre-moves, but then if they make another pre-move, why does it not do it again? It's something you see when you get suspicious games now and again. But it's been alright since, hasn't it? It's been alright since as far as I can see from keeping an eye on it. Does it say where they're from? It doesn't say where they're actually from or claiming to be from. Okay, so that sets up a nice little trick. If we take with the rook, you've got bishop down. If we take with a knight, you've got bishop down anywhere. I guess I could then go here and pray for a miracle. Do we just go here first? I think I do actually. I think I go... Oh, I can't, can I, because of this? And well, that would be covered by the bishop, but he's got this, so... If I take and bishop down... That's problematic, isn't it? Problematic. Take bishop down. This pawn's actually loose as well, isn't it? He's just simply attacking the pawn. I'm just going to have to go for it then. He's got this, which obviously we can't really avoid. So we'll have to just break the pin somewhere, but try not to allow this. So I think just queen back or queen forward. I think I like the idea of dropping back. So if he takes now, we're fine, we're covered. But he can grab this pawn back, so it's all very balanced. He's got the actual outside pawns, but it could be better for our opponent, so that's what he's gone for. Okay, that's what he's actually done. So any way to set up a trick? I've got real serious back rank issues here. Now queen up might be the move. Trade, get behind the pawn and it wins the game, or Actually, it doesn't necessarily lose the game for our opponent if it goes wrong for them, does it? But I don't like the idea of leaving that queen there. I'm going to offer the queen trade. Try and get behind that pawn. Yeah, I'll review the account and the game more carefully afterwards in view of the way the clock was jumping at the start. But I kind of do that with everybody anyway, to be fair. Now is there a way to go for a trick here? I don't see it. The rook's protected. A sacrifice here. He can't take with a king, actually. If I take here, he can't take with a king. He hands the rook, so rook up here could be good, actually, couldn't it? Except it allows this. It couldn't be good. If that move wasn't there, it could be. Rook up threatens takes. So what about queen up? That threatens to lose my rook, so now let's just jump across then. We get behind the actual pawn as we want to. Our bishop's going to be loose if he, say, shuffles. We might have to move across. I don't think there's any risk for black trading here because you just get behind, and if you end up losing your pawn, then you're actually fine anyway, aren't you? You're going to be fine anyway. So let's come across to protect our bishop. You know, even if you lose this, 5 on 4, it's just a theoretical draw, so it would be very difficult for us to do anything. Very difficult. So he's threatening a check. We've got the emergency square. We need to get our bishop up somewhere useful then, without it being lost. I like the idea of trying to set up some sort of trick, like I say, with the takes here. So what about queen here then? Doesn't work, does it? But it covers this. I mean, I could go here, maybe. Yeah, I don't want to let the queen in round the back. So we'll just shuffle here. My opponent won't repeat. I don't think my opponent will repeat, so I'm safe too. Or maybe they will. I don't think they will. It's close to a 3-fold surely now. It highlights it on the scorecard after you check the game, but not whilst you're in the game. Yeah, he doesn't want to repeat. I thought that would be the case. So I'm safe to repeat. So what about here with a view to going here? Here, if he plays rook across the bishop, I might have to trade. So, but this trick only works because if the king takes, you take the rook, and everything's protected now, so it wouldn't be a trick anywhere. So I think I need to maybe move the bishop, don't I? So let's get the bishop moved. So rook across, we have the option to trade or not to trade. That's exactly what he's played. I like the idea of not trading, but how? Yeah, I'm going to play rook across because we cover this square. I've got a square here, but if he gets that covered, there's still back rank issues. But I'm happy that my opponent doesn't want to repeat now, so that means I'm kind of safe to try to. How do we target this? Do I go here with a view to this? Here, might run into this. I think I'm going to play rook back. Try and come here and pressure the pawn and cover this idea. Down now if we trade, I've got rook across. If he retreats, okay, he's fine. I think it's probably better for black, but I think it's playable. But here, maybe I can move on and avoid the trade. Maybe. But the bishop covers the check, so he's come down and attacked the rook. Okay. So I was intending to come across here, pressure the pawn. Rook forward as well, but there's no immediate threat. But rook here, and then there is a threat. I can block a check with a bishop if needed. So rook up, we double attack this. He's got one check, we can sidestep. Knight check, takes, and he's got rook around the back. That's dangerous, so... Hold on, no, he doesn't, does he? If I go rook here, we actually cover... The rook covers this check as well. But if that was a concept, say it was a move, and we go here, you've got knight check, takes, rook behind, here. Maybe we actually survive on here. So I like the idea of rook up here then. Just because these squares are actually covered for the immediate check, I guess he can come forward and hit the bishop. That might be problematic, actually. It might be. I might have gone wrong there. Rook down there might be winning for him. I might have to give up the bishop. Takes, he takes, check, up, and he's fine, isn't he? If the queen was ahead of the rook, it might be different, but I don't see how we get in. And if I have to block with a bishop, it's then easy for him to pin it. Oh, now we can win the pawn. Oh, that should be a nice trade for us if we get the actual valuable pawn. But it's still just a theoretical draw. It's fine for black. It's not suddenly become worse for black. 5 against 4 this side. It's just a theory draw if all the pieces come off. What? Oh, has he just hung it? What the heck? Has he hung that? Well, now it's got to be good for us to take the queen if we don't find a checkmate. Why didn't he just take the queen? I suspect he's mixed his moves up, but he might have some sort of trick in mind because we don't have queen on this square. So here. Can I just go here? Is that? It's not mate, he's got this. What the heck? But worst case, I can just bail out and trade the queen. So check here. Take, rook back here. And he doesn't have an easy way to guard this, I don't think. I think that's what I should play. Let's check first. But I think I should take the queen here. I don't think I've got an immediate knockout. I can check. You can go here or here. So if I check and you go here, I don't have the queen follow-up. King here threatens checkmate though, doesn't it? So check here, king here. And he doesn't, well, actually, he doesn't have a check. So is this winning? If he goes here, we can come across here or here. And that should be checkmate. So I think he has to go here. So check. Well, he could sack the knight. He could sack the knight, but that would be fine. We just immediately get the queen off. So here. But what does he do if I play king here? Threatening a pawn push. And it's checkmate, right? Let's go for it. If he has to give up the knight, we just simply take the queen and we should be winning. Barring the clock. But here... Or maybe he's going to move like... Well, how does he stop that? Yeah, queen down and we can't push the pawn. So check is no good. But I can just take the queen now and grab another pawn. But I'm now in a mate net. I need to go here first. No, I should have traded the queen first. He's got this move. What am I doing? I'm mixing my moves up. He's got this move to stop the pawn push. I should have took the queen first. Of course he finds it. And now we might be in a spot of bother. Mind you, can I take here with a spectacular? Pawn takes. It doesn't quite work. I can take here though, right? And I threaten to come in here as well. He's one move short, I hope. He's almost threatening a checkmate. If he has to give up the queen, I must be able to survive that. But we're threatening checkmate here, I think. Knight back, but now we've got the queen across to pin the knight, right? Pin the knight. Threaten a checkmate again. This would be a lovely finish if we found a checkmate. We're miles down on the clock. But we're threatening rook takes pawn, that's just checkmate, right? Because of the pin. Oh, what a nice finish that is for a rapid game. We're a bit fortunate with that one, I think. He played very, very well, didn't he? But a really nice finish. Let's pause so we don't accidentally start another game. So we got 47 moves. So they're the move times for both players. To put it through the analyzer. What was it? Slav defense, other variation. If you click that, it'll bring up some puzzles to do. Yeah, it's completely level here. It must be where he moved the knight and hung the pawn, and it's just completely winning for us. Oh, it's a force mated. As long as we find it, it was a mate in 8. So we're level or better the whole game. We've gone a bit better and then a little bit worse in the opening, but it's just playable at our level. It's not critical there. And it's that move 39, move 40. 96, 85. See, that's just one move from our opponent. That wasn't a perfect move, basically. We've only got a couple as well. Just one blunder, that knight to d5 move, otherwise played it perfectly. You see, nothing being flagged from either of us. Just simple, basic, sensible chess, nothing fancy, nothing crazy. We're just trying to come up with a plan. So I should have played rook across here instead of taking the knight, because I was initially considering bailing out the game, wasn't I? And then as the game went on, I thought, no, actually, I'm giving my opponent the benefit of the doubt here. So I've chosen to just play the game on normally. So it was a mistake to take the pawn. I should have played queen across, and that brings it back level. So taking the pawn, and it's essentially level now. We broke the pin, but you see we're both playing it very well. So it was right for him not to trade here. It's right for us to try to trade, apparently, even though he's got this pawn there. It's just completely level. And then he just, for whatever reason, I suspect he just mixed his moves up. Queen takes, rook takes, knight in, and it's just a theoretical draw. 5 against 4. If the pieces come off, not much I can do to win. You could technically win it, but it's going to be very difficult to win it. So just one blunder and it's a false checkmate. Excuse me. So it was a mate in 8, then 7, then 6. I'm just trying to see how we did it. So we didn't play it correctly. It's still a checkmate, but a mate in 7. So now mate in 6. So it's still a false checkmate here, but he found the queen back. And we take the pawn. So again, it's not the cleanest way to convert, but it's still a checkmate threat on the board. Now we pin the knight, keeping this same threat on the board because the knight can't take back. And opponent didn't find a defense. Right, it's still a mate in 7 here. So I don't know what the defense is. I don't know what the defense is there, what black should do. Let's turn the engine on. Oh, sack the queen, yeah. Sack takes, and then you'll check with the rook, and eventually you run out of check. So that was the only way. So there's no actual real defense there. And then we managed a nice checkmate. So very, very good.